some specific or substantive offenses. And number one we are going to look at is stealing. So we're going to look at stealing as a substantive offense. So it means what amount to stealing. Now let's also still take our support from section 390 of the Criminal Code. It provides that any person who steals anything capable of being stolen is guilty of a felony and is liable, if no other punishment is provided, to imprisonment for 3 years. Now, before we even go into what stealing is all about, I want to take your mind to our discussion earlier when we're looking at the general principle of criminal law, where we did establish that if anybody must be punished, the crime must be stated in the law. If you look at the definition as provided by section 390 here, the law says any person who steals anything capable of being stolen, meaning that the crime has been identified, is guilty of a felony and is liable to punishment. This punishment is, if no other punishment is provided, to punishment for 3 years. It's specific. So, going further on the offense of stealing, what are the things capable of being stolen? Because that's the first thing we can see from the definition that has been provided under section 390. So, according to section 382, every inanimate thing, whatever which is the property of any person and which is movable, is capable of being stolen. But you hear people say, they've stolen my land. Is land capable of being stolen? The class will probably help me to answer that question. Every inanimate thing, whichever which is the property of any person and which is movable, is capable of being stolen. So, meaning that one can say that land is not capable of being stolen. Right. So, let's move forward. What then, still on the definition of stealing? Section 383 of the Criminal Code Act provides that a person who fraudulently take another thing, anything capable of being stolen, recall we have defined what is capable of being stolen, or fraudulently convert to his own use or to the use of any other person, anything capable of being stolen is said to steal that thing. So for those who steals a shirt, for example, and reduce it to a short sleeve, a long sleeve to a short sleeve, he has fraudulently converted that thing to his own. And I shared with you of a friend who stole my notes and removed the back and put another back and wrap it with another thing. That is conversion to something to make it look like his own. According to this section, that individual is said to steal that thing. Number two, a person who takes or converts anything capable of being stolen is deemed to do so fraudulently if he does so with any of the following intents. Now the intention comes in. An intention permanently to deprive the owner of the things of it. Meaning that if the intention is to take it completely without the person seeing it, person has committed theft. That's why when they arrest a thief and is now begging you, please, what usually comes to my mind is that if they have not apprehended that person, he will never be sorry. As a matter of fact, he will be happy and you'll be enjoying his largesse or what he has stolen, while the owner continue to be in sadness, as the case may be. So, number one is the intention to permanently deprive the owner. Number two is an intention permanently to deprive any person who has any special property in the thing of such